and it can accelerate a 2-ton car to 60 miles an hour in 2 seconds. The RPM is so crazy that just the centrifugal force wants to expand the rotor.
Think you've seen every twist in electric cars? Think again. Elon Musk just unleashed a motor that doesn't join the race. It ends it. No gears grinding, no lag, no ceiling on speed or range. Just smooth, silent power that feels more science fiction than reality. It's ferocious, it's flawless, and it could bury the competition once and for all. Curious how he pulled it off, and what it means for the future of driving. Strap in. The ride starts now. The motor that changed everything. Tesla just flipped the script on electric motors. For years they've led the EV race, but this time they've done something far more disruptive. Instead of tuning up an existing design, they've unveiled a motor so advanced it might just make everything else obsolete. It can accelerate a 2-ton car to 60 miles per hour in 2 seconds. We first caught a glimpse of this motor at the Model S Plaid delivery event on June 10, 2021, when Elon Musk casually revealed a drive unit so compact one person can pick it up, yet powerful enough to launch a full-sized sedan into supercar territory. At the heart of it is a rotor that's wrapped tightly in carbon fiber. It might not sound exciting at first, but the effect is massive. There's just never been an electric motor like this. I mean, you could pick this motor up with your hands. In traditional electric motors, the metal components swell under heat, wear down under pressure, and eventually break down. That's why they're capped in speed and longevity. Tesla tackled this by developing an in-house process that wraps carbon fiber around a copper rotor at extremely high tension. That outer sleeve locks everything in place, keeps the rotor permanently compressed, and preserves a micro-thin air gap between the rotor and stator, something that enhances efficiency and magnetic force in ways we've never seen before. Thanks to that breakthrough, this rotor stays stable at wild speeds. We're talking over 20,000 revolutions per minute, far beyond the 16,000 RPM point, where most high-performance motors throw in the towel. Motor Trend verified these speeds during testing and confirmed that Tesla's new design runs nearly 25% faster than its previous generation, an unheard-of leap in electric motor engineering. What does that translate to? A motor that delivers more torque, stays cooler, weighs less, and endures more stress without wasting energy. This isn't an upgrade. It's a complete reimagining of how EV motors should be built. The RPM is so crazy that just the centrifugal force wants to expand the rotor. Tesla didn't stop at performance. They nailed production too. Each Model S Plaid carries 3 of these motors, producing a combined 1,020 horsepower and 1,050 pound-feet of torque. Yet each motor is small enough for a single engineer to lift during assembly. An electric motor like this, I mean, you could pick this motor up with your hands. Even more impressive, during its March 2023 Investor Day, Tesla revealed that the next generation of these drive units will use 0 rare earth elements, require 75% less silicon carbide, and cost around $1,000 to manufacture, an industry-shaking figure. And the performance? Nothing short of staggering. 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. Yes, under 2 seconds. That makes it faster off the line than almost any car in history, including Bugattis and Lamborghinis. Independent testing clocked the Model S Plaid at 1.98 seconds from 0 to 60 miles per hour and just 9.25 seconds in the quarter mile. Top speed? A staggering 200 miles per hour once software limits were lifted. But it's not just fast, it's efficient. Older performance EVs, burn through batteries like rocket fuel. This one doesn't. It channels power into motion with barely any loss. No oversized radiators or complex cooling systems needed, just clean, stable output. It's, what's the word? Dangerous. EPA data backs it up. On 21-inch wheels, the Model S Plaid is rated at 348 miles of range and a combined 101 miles per gallon equivalent. That's about 334 watt-hours per mile. Phenomenal for a car with over 1,000 horsepower. Even in the real world, the numbers hold. Inside EVs ran a highway range test at 70 miles per hour, and the Plaid still managed an even 300 miles on a single charge. That's proof this motor can deliver raw speed and long-range endurance in the same package. That solves one of the biggest headaches in EVs, the trade-off between power and range. Normally, the harder you drive, the faster your battery dies. But this motor changes that equation. Now you get both brutal speed and smart efficiency. No more choosing between performance and practicality. Tesla is giving you both and delivering it at scale. Thanks to the new design simplicity, lower material needs, and reduced complexity, Tesla's cost to build each unit has dropped significantly. Whether they pass those savings to customers or keep the margin, the edge is theirs. When you push this far ahead, the rest don't just fall behind, they fall apart. Let's see how the competition handled the hit. Knocking out the competition, Tesla's competition is falling behind, and fast. Not long ago, it looked like the EV race would be tight. Big-name car makers like Ford, General Motors, Toyota, and Volkswagen were pouring in billions. Startups like Lucid and Rivian promised bold innovation. Chinese giant BYD was dominating global sales. For a minute, it really seemed like Tesla's lead might not last. Then came the carbon-wrapped motor, and everything changed. Most of these legacy automakers still build electric cars using platforms designed for gasoline engines. That means their EVs are heavier, less efficient, and more expensive to make. Their factories were built for gas-powered cars, not electric ones, and they rely heavily on suppliers for key parts, especially batteries. Tesla doesn't. Every Tesla is designed from scratch to be electric. Their factories are built for EVs from the ground up. They make their own batteries. They now even make motors that no one else in the industry can match. While other companies are just catching up to Tesla's last big breakthrough, Tesla has already moved on to what's next. Look at Ford. It has promised around $50 billion for EV development through 2026, but their Mach-E SUV still weighs over 300 pounds more than Tesla's Model Y, and Ford lost over $1.3 billion in its EV division just last quarter. General Motors is in a similar boat. They pledged $35 billion to EVs by 2025, but their rollout of Ultium battery tech has been slow, plagued by software and robotic assembly problems. They've had to do a lot of the work manually, costly and inefficient. Toyota committed over $38 billion for electric vehicles, but now they're shifting back toward hybrids after seeing slower than expected demand for EVs. Their first serious EV, the BZ4X, has struggled to gain traction. Volkswagen hasn't fared much better. Its software division, Cariad, has lost over $7.5 billion since 2022. That's led to major layoffs and delays, including the electric Porsche Macan being pushed back. Startups are facing even tougher challenges. Lucid's Air is one of the fastest electric sedans out there, but it's priced around $150,000, and the company only built about 9,000 cars in all of 2024. Even with a 70% jump in deliveries to a little over 10,000 units, Lucid lost around $3 billion last year. They're now heavily funded by Saudi Arabia, which owns over 60% of the company. Rivian, known for its electric trucks and adventure vehicles, has built a solid fan base, but scaling up has been brutal. They made close to 50,000 vehicles in 2024, well short of their goal. And reports say they've been losing nearly $40,000 on each one. Even after posting their first quarter with positive gross profit, Rivian still expects to lose billions more in 2025. Roughly half of the bill of materials is measured by cost, and as we brought on new suppliers, there's expenses associated with that. BYD is the biggest name in China's EV market, and it's even sold more electric vehicles than Tesla on paper in 2024. BYD delivered over 4.2 million plug-in vehicles. That's about 18% of the global EV market. But here's the catch. Most of them are low-cost hybrids and compact EVs priced under $25,000. Their average vehicle sells for about 1/3 of what a Tesla costs, and outside China, BYD still faces big hurdles. It only exported around 240,000 cars last year and now faces growing trade restrictions in Europe and the US, where tariffs and regulations are tightening. But Tesla's real advantage isn't just motors or batteries, it's software. Tesla's full self-driving system is miles ahead, literally. It's trained on more than 3.6 billion real-world miles as of early 2025. Compare that to General Motors' Super Cruise, which has logged around 300 million miles. That data gives Tesla's AI an edge no one else has. The system improves constantly through real-world driving feedback, and updates roll out every few weeks. Most other companies still rely on simulations or closed-course testing, which means slower learning. Tesla also makes its own 4,680 battery cells in its Texas and Nevada factories. These in-house batteries are more energy-dense, more cost-effective, and allow for smoother integration with the rest of the vehicle, something most competitors can't yet do because they depend on outside suppliers like LG or Panasonic. And then there's scale. Tesla doesn't just build advanced tech, it builds it faster and more efficiently than anyone else. That means better margins, faster innovation, and more consistent delivery to customers. But Tesla didn't stop at tech dominance. They built an empire to match. Tesla's global power play. Tesla isn't just building better electric cars, it's building them smarter, faster, and in more places than anyone else in the world. I feel like I've never been in a space, sort of a manufacturing-type location, where it feels so clean. While other automakers are busy dealing with supply chain delays, battery shortages, and outdated factory designs, Tesla is doing something different. It's expanding globally, aggressively. It's not waiting for the market to catch up. It's shaping the market itself. It all started with a bold move in China. Tesla's Gigafactory in Shanghai went from an empty lot to a working car factory in under 1 year. Today, it builds over 750,000 Model 3 and Model Y vehicles every year. Even more impressive, Tesla fully owns this plant. Unheard of for a foreign car company in China. That means no joint venture, no local partner, just full control and full profits. From there, the expansion went west. In early 2022, Gigafactory Berlin opened its doors. Within just a few years, it hit 500,000 Model Y units produced. That means it's building nearly 5,000 vehicles every week, faster than Volkswagen's own electric car factory nearby. Back home in the US, Tesla turned Texas into a manufacturing powerhouse. The Gigafactory in Austin has already passed 400,000 vehicles built. It can now produce over 375,000 cars each year using massive casting machines called gigapresses that shape entire parts of the car frame in under 2 minutes. Between Austin and Tesla's original Fremont factory in California, Tesla now has nearly 1 million units of production capacity in the US alone. But Elon Musk isn't stopping there. In northern Mexico, Tesla has already secured land for a brand new gigafactory near Monterrey. Probably the most significant announcement of the day is that we're excited to announce that we're going to be building a gigafactory in Mexico. The plan: invest up to $10 billion and create over 20,000 jobs. If all goes well, production could start as early as 2026. At the same time, Tesla is quietly setting up shop in entirely new parts of the world. In early 2024, the company opened its first location in South America, right in Santiago, Chile. It's more than a showroom. It's also a service center and supercharger hub. Then came Saudi Arabia. In April 2025, Tesla launched a flagship store and service center in Riyadh, with more locations planned for Jeddah and Dammam. This aligns with Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 goal of having at least 1/3 of its capital's cars be electric. And here's the real secret behind all this. It's not just where Tesla is building, it's how. Every gigafactory is packed with automation. Giant robots, massive die casting machines. High-speed lines work together to cut costs and speed up production. Tesla's newest manufacturing concept, revealed through a patent, involves building entire sections of a car at the same time, then snapping them together at the end like Lego blocks. This could cut factory size in half and make building cars even faster. Then there's how Tesla sells its cars. No dealerships, no third parties, just a website and a few clicks. Tesla's direct-to-consumer model skips the middleman, so customers get transparent pricing, online orders, and delivery right to their homes. Because all Teslas are connected, most updates happen over the air without a single trip to the shop. Internal data shows the average Tesla only spends about 10 minutes a year at a service center. Every part of Tesla's system is built for speed and control. The company writes its own software, builds its own battery cells, and now even designs its own AI chips. This lets it make changes quickly, whether it's fixing code in Berlin or updating equipment in Austin. Tesla didn't just build more factories, they built the one thing every EV needs and no one else got right: Tesla's supercharger revolution. There's a reason Tesla drivers barely think twice about road trips anymore. While other EV owners stress over apps, adapters, and dead ends, Tesla drivers just plug in and go. That's not a happy accident. It's the result of a decade-long head start. And now it's becoming the backbone of Tesla's quiet, global takeover. Back in 2012, when most automakers still treated EVs like science experiments, Tesla started building a network of fast-charging stations called superchargers. At the time, it looked like a nice perk for early adopters. Fast forward to today, and it's grown into something way more powerful. As of early 2025, there are over 7,100 supercharger stations globally, with more than 67,300 individual stalls, far more than any other fast-charging network on Earth. These aren't your average plug-in points. The reliability is off the charts. For the first time, Tesla will open part of its US charging network to electric vehicles made by rivals. Tesla reports uptime at a staggering 99.97%. That means you pull in, you plug in, and you're back on the road. No broken chargers, no phone calls, no QR code drama. It just works. Over time, Tesla kept improving the experience. The V3 superchargers already deliver up to 250 kilowatts, which is enough to add over 200 miles of range in about 15 minutes. But now, they're rolling out the next generation V4 chargers, which are even faster, pushing up to 325 kilowatt and designed with built-in CCS adapters so non-Teslas can use them too. They even come with credit card readers, which is a game changer for drivers who aren't using the Tesla app. That's right, non-Teslas are now invited to the party. For years, the supercharger network was exclusive, but in 2023, something major happened. Tesla struck a deal with the US government to open at least 7,500 supercharger stalls to all EVs by the end of 2024, unlocking federal funding through the NEVI program. By the end of 2024, Tesla will open 3,500 new and existing superchargers along highway corridors. It was a bold shift and a strategic one, but the real turning point came even earlier. In late 2022, Tesla took its signature charging plug, the sleek, compact one found on every Tesla, and gave it a new name, the North American Charging Standard, NACS. At first, it sounded like marketing, but then something wild happened. Automaker after automaker signed on. In just 18 months, Ford, GM, Rivian, Volvo, Mercedes-Benz, Hyundai, Kia, Honda, Toyota, Nissan, and even luxury names like Lucid and Polestar all agreed to adopt Tesla's plug starting in 2025. Tesla's once proprietary plug became the de facto standard in North America, and suddenly, superchargers weren't just for Tesla owners anymore. They became the go-to solution for nearly every EV on the road. It wasn't just about convenience. It was a full-scale infrastructure shift. Car makers realized they could either spend billions building their own networks or just tap into Tesla's system, which was already built, already fast, and already trusted. That trust, by the way, is more valuable than it seems. Tesla owners aren't just using the network, they're depending on it. Now, as other EVs start plugging into the same stalls, Tesla earns revenue from every non-Tesla charge. Analysts predict that by 2028, non-Tesla usage could make up a third of all supercharging sessions in the US. As of right now, the Tesla superchargers are only open to Ford vehicles, but Rivian is supposedly going to be able to start charging later this year. That's a whole new business model, one that turns every charging session into profit, no matter who's driving. Globally, the pattern is repeating. In Europe, where Tesla uses the CCS2 plug, most superchargers already have dual cables and welcome all EVs. In countries like France, Germany, and the Netherlands, you'll see Teslas and non-Teslas charging side by side as naturally as people fueling up at a gas station. In China, the network is smaller but growing fast. Tesla logged over 60 million supercharging sessions in China in 2024 alone, more than double the year before. That kind of scale makes it more than a network. It's a habit. Tesla isn't slowing down. New megasites are being built with over 100 stalls, solar canopies, and even megapack battery storage to ease pressure on the local grid. The company designs its chargers the same way it designs its cars, from the circuit board to the software, which means updates can roll out overnight, globally, without anyone touching a wrench. The beauty of it all is how seamless it feels for the driver. You pull up, plug in, go get a snack. When you're back, Your car is ready. No apps to download, no calling customer service, no figuring out which plug fits. Just one connector, one system, and one brand that thought about this before anyone else did. Fast charging gets you back on the road, and Tesla historically has the best charging network out of anyone. No offense, Ford, but it's the truth. But Tesla's secret weapon is what's making every mile smarter than the last. Tesla's hidden AI beast. We mentioned Tesla's software advantage earlier, but what really powers that edge is something most people never see. Behind the scenes is a machine so powerful and custom-built that it changes the way Tesla trains its cars to drive themselves. It's called Dojo. And while it may not have the flash of a new vehicle launch, it's the real reason Tesla keeps pulling ahead. Before AI took over headlines, Tesla had already decided it couldn't wait around for someone else to build the tools it needed. It wasn't going to rely on rented cloud servers or off-the-shelf chips. So, in 2021, at their first AI Day, Elon Musk unveiled something that stunned the tech world. Tesla had built its own supercomputer, designed from the ground up specifically to handle the insane amount of real-world video being captured by its cars. Tesla's artificial intelligence division has created a very special and very powerful new type of supercomputer. At the heart of it is a chip called D1. This isn't just another processor. It's packed with roughly 50 billion transistors and 354 cores, all crammed onto a piece of silicon made using TSMC's 7-nanometer process. But that's just the start. Tesla didn't stop at a single chip. They soldered 25 of these chips together into something called a training tile, a thin pizza box-sized slab that acts like one giant processor. Each tile moves 36 terabytes of data every second and can perform around 9 petaflops of computation. That's mind-blowing power with its own built-in cooling and energy system. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.